What's up, folks? Sorry, I set this to go and then forgot to start it. So yeah, it'll be like there was a couple nights ago. Couple sprints. Not gonna stay up too long. So a couple sprints, and then Christina was just gonna join me, but she's on the couch.
I'm here. I'm coming.
There's a couch. There's a chair here, so she's gonna join. Speaking of me and Christina, I'm gonna have another one of those. If you tuned in the last one, the Adventures in Asperger's streams. We're gonna have another one of those where Christina and I come on and talk about me having Asperger's and what it's like being a neurotypical spouse, a neurodivergent spouse. But yeah, the problem is I forgot literally what I talked about. And I like 2 years ago when I had this idea, I made like notes on stuff I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what I talked about the last time. So I'll probably end up repeating myself.
Oops. Or you could watch the last
I
video.
really don't like watching. I really don't like watching me back.
It rolled away.
Like really ever. I don't like watching me back. Like when I do these sprints, like I watch them back, I'm like, I'm a bully. Or anyway, Anitha and yeah, I think I'm gonna start that this month. We'll see. But Anitha and Peter and Evie are good sports. Because everyone know. Hopefully, y'all know when y'all watch this, y'all know that I'm not mean. Like I'm not actually mean. This is just the only way I know how to relate to people. Asperger's. Through it, I only know how to relate to people through like a hostile, an antagonistic thing. But you know what, Marianne? If everyone stopped acting a fool, I wouldn't have to holler at people. That's true. You're right. I really just meant Pete and Anitha. Also, if you're watching, congratulations to Laura for the launch of her book, The Forgotten Dawn, which is about fae romance. So it is not a book that I would enjoy. Because I do not enjoy books about fae romance. However,
she told me it wasn't too spicy. Right?
Yeah. She said that there's only like one scene, and even that is not like super spicy. So we should support our friends, and you should get it, and you should read it, and then you can tell me if it's good or not. Speaking of, this is Urza. This is of course true. Also, is there XP going in the chat right now, or is this one not have XP? Because it's like baiting. So I never know if like it's going on or not.
I can check on my phone if you want.
No, they'll tell me.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, on the last one, I legitimately read the sample for the Emily Henry book, and I didn't hate it, and that makes me sad. That I didn't hate it.
And we have some now, don't we? What did you do with them?
Zen, I have a question, and this is not meant to sound insensitive. How do you play Mario Kart?
What do you mean?
Zen can't see, so I'm trying to figure out how Zen plays Mario Kart. Zen's like legally blind.
Oh.
I mean, I don't.
My assistant.
I'm Aaron Zen's business all over the place. Sorry, Zen. Just I'll erase it, delete it. Whoop.
Is there not the
he may not care, but I should have asked prior to doing that. I'm just curious.
Evie's not even on the
look.
leaderboard?
Zen grills mean grill. I've seen what Zen grills. Oh, okay. Then never mind.
There's varying degrees. Just like I have some piano students that are deaf, like capital D deaf. But they have hearing aids, and so they're able to hear the music just differently than I do. And the upper notes, they can't, the really, really high register, they can't hear. It just sounds like clacking, like the sound of the actual keys being pressed. They just hear the mechanics of it, not the pitch. But yeah. And I have an assistant teacher who teaches piano with me, and he's legally blind.
He can't see anything.
He has glasses, but he sees like Hello. He sees like just blobs of color, really. Like
Oh.
he can't distinguish. He can see movement. If someone's moving, he can.
Yeah.
But
I had the eye appointment yesterday and I had to pay through the nose. God, I had to get progressive lenses because they tell you after 40 your close-up vision starts to decay because it just um your eye muscles won't contract like they're supposed to. And sure enough, it didn't happen to me when I was 40, it happened when I was 41. So the last 2 years my close-up vision has been decaying, and so I had to get some progressive, and it sucks. But when I was getting my eye exam, like the first thing what they leave it on a default is there's one letter. You know how they make you look up at the thing and they change it. Like what's the smallest row you can read? Well, one row it's just a big old K. Like it's just one big K. Some tortoiseshell glasses. I don't think I would look good in tortoiseshell glasses. It's just a big K, and I'm just like, tell me there's not people here who can't see the K. And she's like, oh yeah, all the time. I'm like, they can't see the K? It's the only thing on the screen. It's enormous. So there. Is that who sings Break On Through the Other Side, Demi Drek? Because if so, then yes. What's up, Mike? So I would not support San Antonio because of them big old women down there in San Antonio. And I would not support Galveston with its dirty water. I don't think Galveston has a team. I have no idea. Do the Bulls still play? Like I know, like what was that, cat? Do the Bulls still play? Because they were good. Them down there eating them churros.
what about like Orlando Magic?
I mean, I don't watch basketball. I literally just watch the clips of
The
Instant
premise
NBA.
is if you were a basketball fan, not that you are a basketball fan.
I don't know. I would like whatever team I think has a cool mascot or a cool name or something.
My cousins root for the Orlando.
Oh, okay, you just sit super close. Gotcha. Okay, right on. That's fun. It is sprinting
I
time.
hope you're enjoying Mario Kart. That's awesome.
The Bulls haven't been good for 30 years then because I have not heard word one about the Bulls since I was in high school. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Sal.
The 76ers. Well, then I like the 76ers because I like
What team?
I like to like Charles Barkley.
What team's the team that was pretend on an episode of Scooby-Doo?
The Harlem Globetrotters?
Yeah.
They're not a real basketball team, Christina.
They're cool. That's my team. The only team I really know.
Boop, boop, boop,
That
boop,
is the one my cousins
I think that's the music that plays while they do their little tricks. I think they're a trick team. Are they actual basketball players? I don't know. You know what? You know what people really tune in to the Library of Alexandria to hear? Basketball content. I'm actually number one on basketball podcasts.
Oh my goodness.
What team did Air Bud play for?
Oh, Air Bud. Okay, I changed my mind. Forget the Scooby-Doo team.
What a terrible movie, Christina. Get off of that.
But the doggy was cute.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. There's not a rule that says dogs can't play.
So Marianne, the Harlem Globetrotters do exist.
Yeah,
they are real in that.
But I don't think they're a real team.
I don't know if they still exist.
No, I don't think they're a real team.
He's just saying he doesn't think they actually like compete and play.
Who's in the finals? Is it the Lakers? It's always the flipping Lakers, isn't it? Boring. The Patriots of
any type of sport.
Nah, the Patriots of the basketball world.
Sweet
Nice. That's what I was doing. Yeah, that's Sweet Georgia Brown. What?
Nico's comment. They're at 8:04.
Indeed, Nico. Indeed.
That made me laugh. Whew.
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh.
Why are they not called the Tornadoes or Giant Grasshoppers? Indiana Pacers. What is a pacer? Like a pacemaker, or is it someone who's just is it someone who's just nervous all the time? Oh, 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 oh. What is a pacer? Isn't a pacer a car? I think it's a car called a pacer. Oh my gosh.
I like the question for me.
Hmm. Oh, Christina, do you play classical? Christina hates jazz, so she'll go ahead and say, I'll say that for her because she'll be too cowardly to do it.
So I wouldn't say I hate jazz. I do not play jazz music.
I can't help you, John. You got all them big old women down there in San Antonio. They don't.
Let me finish thoroughly answering the question.
Sorry.
Directed towards me. I play classical primarily, and I teach classical primarily. I do teach some of the basics of jazz. I took a course in college on jazz improv, and it was just enough for me to realize how little I know about jazz. So it's a very complex style, and I know very little about it. Just enough to know, wow, that's really complicated.
Christina does not like jazz. Listen to her equivocating right now. You are equivocating.
Don't listen to it for fun.
Let me tell you what Christina said to me. I hate jazz. That's what she said to me, quote unquote, when we were dating. So
I will say after a song or two, it all sounds the same to me.
No, that's what you said. You said all jazz sounds the same. Okay, she did not say she hates it. She said all jazz sounds the same.
But I think I like vocal jazz.
Like that.
Like Ella Fitzgerald, Paper Moon, or like.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's all right.
Sharon Carroll was singing at a jazz thing that we did, and I was like, I like all of this. I think it's more of the like instrumental big band jazz where everybody takes a turn to solo, and
I like big band anything.
They're playing lots and lots of notes really, really fast, and it doesn't necessarily sound as melodic to me. It's cool, but
I hate the improvisational aspect of jazz.
To me,
I just hate the improvisational aspect where they just go off script and it's just like get some of the. It's not cool. It's not. It's annoying. It's annoying. Wrap it up. I'm okay with that, but I don't like the music.
Really?
I don't like the music version of that. No, I don't like the.
When have you heard someone improv now?
I've been doing the trombone, Christina.
So the improv part's really cool though, because jazz musicians actually improvise on a different scale based on each individual chord change.
What?
Christina, so they're not doing just like one scale per song. Like, oh, we're in the key of this. So this is a scale.
I see trees of green, red roses too.
That's actually really good.
I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself,
painful.
What a wonderful world. That's all I got. All I got. All I got.
Woo! Okay. Let's getting them out.
Thanks, John. I'm a scat man. What?
The Aristocats. The music in the Aristocats is really fun.
I don't like the Aristocats. That's right. I said it. So when you were setting it up for your dumb camp, and I had to listen. Sorry, your camp's not dumb. The dumb song for your camp, where I had to keep listening to "Everybody Wants," and it's just Baloo. I'm sick. I'm so sick of listening to Baloo as Tom O'Malley or whatever.
That wasn't for a camp. It was for one student that wanted to play that song.
Well, I
arranged. Everybody wants to be a cat for.
So it's fine, and then it goes in the terrible part of it, which is everybody wants to be a guy. Which is
that was specifically the part she wanted to play. There's a lot of jazz in Disney movies, actually. Like Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians is very jazzy.
I don't like that movie either.
Well,
Skibidi-bop, bop-a-doo-bop. Yeah.
maybe you're the one that doesn't like jazz.
I don't like jazz. I was very upfront with that.
I like it in small doses. And I have
What
a
is
lot of
Velvet Fog? What is Velvet Fog? I need to look it up. Do you know what Velvet Fog is?
Mm-mm. I do have a lot of respect for jazz musicians,
Okay,
though.
so no, I actually really like King Louie, which I realize is just violates my principle that I just said. I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. Oh, I want to be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of mugging around. Oh, ooby-doo, choop-a-doo, I want to be like you. Choop-a-doo-ba-doo-wop. I want to walk like you, choop, talk like you, choop-doo. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
You see, it's true. Choop-a-doo-beep. An ape like me, chooby-dooby-doo-up, can learn to be human too. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
That stupid monkey plays that music. Not Louie, the other monkey. The one that's all right, well.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What did y'all gasp at?
I don't remember.
Gasp at? Oh, about me not liking Aristocats. Hi, Laura.
Everyone does.
I pitched, I promoted your book at the beginning.
We talked about it. I don't know if you were here.
She wasn't here yet, but I did. I told people to go buy it. Sorry. I do not have terrible movie taste. Now, of course, I do love King Louie because he is an orangutan.
Oh, that makes sense.
So the live action Jungle Book is actually the only one of those live action movies that's any good because Idris Elba is actually pretty terrifying as Shere Khan. What's up, Rogue?
Do you want to feel him? He's right here, honey.
Thanks.
You want to feel him?
I don't know. No, Christina thinks that I like touching her pregnant stomach and feeling something move in there. I do not enjoy it.
He's not moving. He's like pressing right there.
I can feel something.
Yeah.
Ah, I don't want to do it.
Okay, sorry guys.
Anyway, nice. So away. I don't know what any of those words mean. What is lungry or yungry?
I know who Shere Khan is.
Yeah, I do too. What time is it, Evie? It's 9:15 your time. You think that baby's up? He's asleep.
He is tucked in bed. Isn't he cute? He was playing a game with us today.
Thank you, Marianne. I'm glad y'all enjoyed my my guys. You don't understand. When I was a child, I would walk around doing King Louie, like, and then the stupid monkey there. What I did. That's what I did.
Alan, didn't you and your brother like memorize the entire? Was it Lion King?
So my brother and I think I've said this on the stream before. There's a video somewhere floating around of my brother and I did the entire movie of The Lion King with stuffed animals. Plot twist: there's not one lion stuffed animal anywhere in that because we did not own a lion stuffed animal. Pumbaa was Big Bear. No, Timon was Big Bear, and Pumbaa was Big Bunny. So I had a big fat bear and a big fat bunny, and they were Timon and Pumbaa. The hyenas were these little snowballs that had little dangly feet that I got at like the dollar store. And there were one had like red ears or red feet, red gloves, and then green, whatever. And I had two gorillas, and one of them was Rafiki. And I don't know what the other one did. Who was Simba? Legit don't remember. I don't know. Anyway, my mom filmed it, but we did every line from The Lion King and every song, every single one. And no one told me that I was an autistic child. Not one. Anyway. Oh, really? He calls himself Pure Con. That's a weird look.
That's funny.
I mean, it is, but it was 9:15 Evie's time. Yeah, that's true. This is true. Absolutely, absolutely. I think I just don't like. I think I just don't like people who like jazz, like people who are, people who are like, oh yeah, I play jazz. Like, oh yeah, yeah. The problem is I don't like beatniks. That's the problem. Is I don't like beatniks. Beatniks are just.
Isn't that poetry?
If you see a beatnik on any cartoon or in any video game, they're always in a dang jazz club because there's smooth jazz playing in the background. Though smooth jazz is okay. I don't know. I don't like beatniks. Yeah. Oh yeah, daddy-o. I don't like people say daddy-o.
That doesn't sound
Christina.
the same thing.
It is the same. I legitimately don't know where it is, and my mom doesn't either.
Sad day.
I literally.
Have you asked your dad?
My dad does not have it. It was filmed at my mom's during the summer. Indeed, I sang that too. I was not a teenager yet, so I was like 10. My brother was like 7. Is that right? Yeah. No, because I wasn't old enough. Came out in 94. This is not true. I was 12, possible 13, because that movie came out when I was 12. Came out in 94. Yeah. Okay. So I was like 12. My brother's 9. I have no idea. She doesn't have it. I've asked her before. And text my mom right now, Christina. Text her. Say, do you have Alan's Lion King video? She's going to say no. Nice, John. Nice. Nice. DCC. What is a beatnik? Beatniks are like hippies that take baths and wear black and berets. They are beret/black wearing hippies. So they're just hippies in disguise. What's up, Sam? I have no idea what you missed. See, Marianne knows.
Like this.
Right? Yes, it's literally, yes. Judy, that's who that is. Doug's sister, Judy, from the cartoon Doug, is a beatnik. Insufferable. No, I don't hate your husband. I don't hate Aaron. I don't like people that like jazz are fine. But you know what I'm talking about, like beatniks. Yes, I also hate hepcats. I hate daddy-os, hepcats. Guess what? Christina didn't like La La Land either. That's right. I just outed you.
The ending. I did not like the plot. It was a beautiful, like visually beautiful. The music was wonderful, but the plot sucked.
I hate the sequel to a Goofy movie. It sucks. It's not even kind of good.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah. So we don't like beatniks. That's fair. I
read one of the Jungle Books when I was young. I had a Rudyard Kipling collection. Yes, jazz hippies. Thank you.
Okay. Jazz hippies. All right.
Ugh. Yes, they're jazz hippies. Absolutely. Yes. Go. Because no one named Margot has ever gone by Go in the history of the name Margot. Anyway, what are y'all reading? That's awesome, Mike. That's awesome. What are y'all reading? Because we're about to John. I don't know. I fell asleep during La La Land.
Wait, we watched it together, didn't we?
Yes, and I was on the couch sleeping. We watched it at your parents' house because y'all turn the lights out when y'all watch movies.
My parents do turn the lights out.
We were all watching it, and I fell asleep. And I woke up at the end. So, What's everyone reading? Christina is going to go sit back there. What are you going to do? Read Jingo, fold laundry?
No, I'm going to listen to more of.
Yes, please. Yes, please listen to it.
And probably fold laundry at the same time or do dishes.
I am starting Return to a Dan recording tomorrow. I did not do it today because I got super overwhelmed with all the things that I need to start, and so I started none of them. And I just read. I'm on page 215 of Trader's Blade.
But he did have a meeting with Philip about the next book.
Very cool. Yeah. I met with Philip. Had a dentist appointment. SPQR. Yeah, I'm halfway through. Claw the Conciliator. I was talking to Philip today. I'm like, hey, Philip, would I like Book of the New Sun? He said you would hate it. He said you would hate it, Alan. I'm like, okay. Trader's Blade, there we go. Jade City for the first time. Nice. Bearhead. Nice. Butcher's Masquerade. Christina read the first one of these.
I could not continue. It was just a little too heavy for
Section
me.
11. White Teeth.
And I was
That's
not in a place to handle
Nice.
it.
Trader's Blade. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. Yes. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, Daddy. Oh, man.
Okay, stop saying daddy-o.
That's what they say. Oh, heck, cat.
Stop it.
Yeah, cool,
I
Daddy-o.
don't like that. Don't do that.
Devil in the White City, Da Vinci Code. Did you enjoy the Da Vinci Code? Cold Silver Soul by Tori, nice. Amelia Earhart biography. Nice trade. Yes, Mike. B Speaker. It is a new bookmark. I mean, well, it's the new version. Yeah, Sal got me the new set because my old veterinary one, I don't know where it is. It's around somewhere.
It's
My old veterinary one is just ripped.
It's like only this bottom half.
And it's like just destroyed. American
It's
Indian
around
Myth
here
and Legend.
somewhere.
Anita, why aren't you reading Greatcoats? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, Anita! History of the Franks.
Where is it?
Trask the Emerald Sea. Christina, did you get a book? Christina didn't get a book. Did you send her a book?
Is the Emily Henry book for me?
No, those are for me. I'm reading them. I'm reading Book Lovers. She's read all of them.
We got 2 Emily Henry books.
She's read all of them. That's what it says. Go hand me one of those.
Well, I don't know where they are.
Oh, I don't either.
Here.
Oh, they're in the other room. They're set for a book haul. Finished Blade itself, nice. The Devils. Yes.
Emo Peter Parker.
DCC. Our Wives Under the Sea. It does have Gaspode. Tell me, John, you're kidding.
Wait, is
John,
it serious though?
I have no idea. John, if you were a beat poet, so help me. So help me. I'll burn Discovery live on stream.
No.
I will too. And you know what? I'll do some slam poetry while I'm burning it. Fire burning in the night. It flames. That's right. That's right. Look at that. B Speaker arc, and it shows. I do not have a copy of that. Philip told me this exact thing today, Sam. He told me that I would love that book. Okay, finally, I got through your comments. I'm usually caught up. Very cool. Look, it is on my high list of things. I'm swamped in 3 read-alongs currently. So I have to get through them. I love Greatcoats. It is just they're written for me. So but yeah, I am excited to read Discovery. I super am, because freaking it's even your series is even called Strange Eons, John. Like what? So we're reading City of, I guess, Blades next, and then we're also reading Greatcoats, and I'm also joining the Long Price Quartet read along. Brian, I did this for you. And this is the thanks Brian gives me. Shows up half an hour in.
You did this for
Brian, and I quote. Hold on. And I quote. And I quote. Hang on. And I quote. And I quote.
You can't find it.
I forget where it was.
Here
we go. And I quote. I could for sure use a sprint. I have about 3 more hours of reading at my pace now to finish this.
At 4:29 p.m.
And I said, maybe. Let me get off this thing. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you were a beat poet, John.
Wait, did
why?
he confirm it was real?
Yes, he's saying it's real. Why though? But why?
I can see it. Actually, I can picture it.
All right. Well, I need you.
Do you have video footage and or pictures?
All right, John. Well, I need you to picture me waiting out behind the cafe, ready to give you a wedgie and steal your lunch money after your. Indeed. I mean, that's true. That's true. Now, see, we've gone over 30 minutes. You're gonna have to remind me. I did need to yell at you about your Malazan thing. All right. Okay. Well, it's been 30 minutes, and I have to read, guys. Like, Christina, tell them like my existential crises, my conflict of realities. I do these to be productive, and then I just end up talking for so long instead of reading. And I love it. Like I love reading. Like I love talking to everybody. And because this is what community building is, right? So I love doing the community building stuff, but then I feel really bad
because you're not actually productive.
Because I'm not actually productive. Christina she's listening to Prophet of Adan. She gets the preview copy of
Jingo.
The next audiobook. She's reading Jingo, but for this sprint,
look how pretty all of these
for this
are.
sprint, she's going to listen to.
I'm gonna listen to
Prophet. Yeah,
I'm on chapter 21.
I mean, I agree, but I have to get it done. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that, Sal. We are saying the same thing. I'm shocked anybody tunes into this with how mean I am to everybody.
Well, but you're not actually.
I know,
it's
but
not intended. You just.
Yeah. In addition, I'm about to have a conversation with Philip and Murphy about the Dressrosa arc of One Piece. So that's I know. It's bold, bold and dangerous. So I'm going to be wading into the realm of talking about One Piece on other people's channels. I think I'm just going to be like super buttoned up. I'm going to wear like a sports coat and be like, well, I believe the themes of abandonment that are prevalent in the Rocinante backstory arc are similar to the themes of abandonment that are epidemic in our schools today, where these children, they feel like they are secondary to their parents' devices because they yearn for love and hugs and instead receive glazed zombie-eyed stares as their parents endlessly scroll. Thoughts, Dr. Chase, Miss Napier? And then maybe they'll not say mean things about me and my autism. No, some would not say that, John. How about none might say that.
I'm gonna go ahead and get up.
Okay, bye.
I'm gonna start my sprint while I have a little bit of energy.
Okay, goodbye, my love.
Y'all can catch up. I sprint slowly. Wait. Here's Veterinary.
Oh yeah, this
is the original Veterinary.
It's dough up. So it
That's
is not.
why Sal sent the updated bookmarks.
Yeah.
Which was very kind.
Yeah. So it is.
This is what it started out as, and this is what it became.
And really, the floppiness doesn't really it doesn't really give you a feel of how actually tatter worn and threadbare. And threadbare this is. So anyway, we're gonna sprint. Christina will be back there. John, I'm so glad you joined. Kristen, so good to see you also. Oh my, Brian, it is not surprising that you listen to jazz either. You know why y'all listen to jazz? Because it's y'all's old person group. I guess I'm 10 years too young to be in y'all's little old person group, I guess. Let me know when I hit the threshold. So yeah, let's sprint. Because I really gotta do stuff. I would talk here for 3 hours. One day I'm just gonna get online, it'll just be a stream where I should have had one for 12K since I've been trying for 3 years to get from 11 to 12K, but I didn't. So, oh well. Yeah, but you're also cantankerous. So, it's not surprising you don't like jazz. All right, John. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. When I read Discovery, John, I'm not going to let you know. When I read it, I'm just not going to tell you. I'm just going to read it and not tell you, and you won't know till I'm done. All right. I do. I was in high school when this happened. I don't know if this is to me or Brian, but love you also. Also, for everyone who gave me crap, look what I'm drinking right now. This is milk. I am drinking milk with dinner. You hear that, Anita? Anita, why aren't you reading Great Codes? Oh, okay.
I am reading Great Course. I just told that to annoy you.
What? There's no alcohol. It's literally just milk. Guys, I'll talk about milk with dinner when I'm done, but I drink milk with, it doesn't matter what I drink milk. That is what I drink for dinner.
Alan, you're not on mute.
Oh, I'm not. So let's hear me going. All right. Yeah, when I have salmon, I drink milk. All right, welcome back. I got a couple chapters read. Anita, did you read any?
Yes, I just read that scene. We are not thieves, Rusty. We are great courts, and that has to mean something.
It means something. The speeches in Great Coats are just the best. I'm gonna take that you're not enjoying it, Brian. Hey, what are you reading? Oh, Bearhead.
Bearhead.
Right
Heads
on.
of Bears. Got through like chapter 2, which is
Okay. Anita was messaging the whole time. Was Anita on
No.
her phone the whole time?
No, I read a chapter. I agree it's only one chapter, but I was responding to messages. Also, why were you looking at screen instead of reading, Sal?
accountability. That's why.
Anita, chapter one's only
10 pages. I
chapter
know.
one's only 10 pages. In 40 minutes, you read 10 of these short pages? Anita. No wonder you don't get anything done.
We stopped at what, 10, right? So 25.
Evie, what are you reading? Oh, never mind. DCC.
DCC.
Thanks.
Evie, why are you not
Me,
joining
hopefully.
us? Evie,
Um,
do you hate us now? Why are you not joining?
Yeah, Evie, why haven't you joined us? She didn't join us last time either. Evie, do
Yeah.
you hate us?
Well, last time it was really late.
It's late for Evie tonight too.
Get out of here with this, Evie. This implies that Anita does not read in English all the time. Get out of here. Eric Yang tried to do that crap all the time. Anytime I get on him for messing something up, he'd be like, oh, second language. I'm like, shut up, Eric. Like, you have a higher English score in your SAT than anybody else in this classroom who are all American. So hush. Speaking of Eric Yang, you know how I coach Latin Quiz Bowl every summer?
Yeah. Is he your
Yeah,
rival?
Eric Yang I'm coaching with Eric. Like my two consuls from 2 years ago, Eric and TJ, they're coming
Wow.
back and they're coaching with me. So we're all three coaching level 2, which is fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go Eric Yang. And
Stupid Eric Yang.
I don't know who the other one is.
TJ.
TJ.
TJ did not have the iconic appearance like
No.
Eric Yang does.
Yeah,
Though he
he-
doesn't wear his mask anymore.
Character.
Oh, I'm glad you could. Everyone, look what Christina's eating.
I know.
My second ice cream.
Note that it's been 2 days and no one has gone and gotten me ice cream from Publix with my Publix gift card.
You haven't gotten yourself ice cream.
I forget. I don't remember. I've even been out and about and I could have done it. But also, I don't have the gift cards. You do.
I'll tell you where they are. I'm not carrying them around with me. They're easily accessible.
Oh, okay.
In the secret hiding
Oh,
hole.
I want to do another sprint. Am I too tired? I may be too tired, y'all.
Aw.
I know, right?
It's an hour earlier here than it is for Evie, where she is.
So?
I'm getting under her for not being on camera, and then you're like,
I'm on camera. Like that's not even Christina. I'm on camera.
yeah, but are you going to be on camera in an hour?
I mean, I don't know, but Evie's not on camera at all.
It's 10:15 her time.
I don't know what that is, and I don't really like Ben and Jerry's.
That's
Pastry
the
is good.
That's the problem, Evie. Alan doesn't eat everything, so I assume. Even I also didn't know. He did not mention. I sent 2. He was like, "You did not send me."
I want you to think of the blandest food, and that's what I eat. Okay, so what is the
Vanilla
most
bean.
boring flavor of ice cream that you can think of?
Vanilla.
That's what I eat. What do you think I
Neapolitan
eat?
is
I eat
actually
vanilla.
more
I eat
basic.
vanilla ice cream.
And cookies and cream.
I do eat cookies and cream, but only when there's not like a
from
ton.
Publix.
Only when there's not a ton of cookie in it.
Okay. That's like cutting out the best part of cookies and cream.
I don't like Ben and Jerry's because Ben and Jerry's always has to like Ben and Jerry. Thanks, Sam. Because Ben and Jerry's has to be different and be like and have like weird freaking flavors. Like, what if you just have vanilla? How about vanilla ice cream?
But everybody else has vanilla.
Okay, thanks,
Ben
Sam.
and Jerry's
that
has-
19.99 spot. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit that bell notification.
So when we go to Sonic, Alan gets the Oreo blast.
Because they won't just give me a blast with nothing in it. They literally won't.
But they have an option for easy Oreo. So I tell them, like, we want light Oreo, like no extra Oreo on top, and just like an Oreo once took a bath in this ice cream and left a few crumbs behind. Like, I always have to describe it like that.
Vanilla Blizzard with Oreo backwash.
I want a vanilla Blizzard, but they won't give it to me. I've asked.
They won't do just a plain one.
It doesn't make any sense. The best vanilla ice cream is, it's not Bluebell. Like, you think it's Bluebell, but it's not.
Yeah, you'd think.
Bluebell is pretty good, but Bluebell is not that good. It's
Do you like Publix ice cream?
do I like Publix vanilla? Is it Publix vanilla or is it Walmart vanilla? I don't know.
Walmart vanilla.
Yeah.
Do you like vanilla or vanilla bean better?
Vanilla bean's disgusting. Get out of my face.
What? It's barely different.
It's not barely different. It's very different. Christina will tell you. Okay, again, this needs to go on the Asperger's stream. Guys, I am hypersensitive to alterations in pattern. I eat the same thing all the time. Christina will tell you, I can tell the difference in a brand of something that I eat all the time if they just didn't have the brand that I like. It'll be the exact same food, and I'll eat it, and then I'll be like, what's wrong with this food? I'll be like, what's wrong with this food? Isn't that right, Christina? Seriously. Like, I do not like different things. I eat the same things, and it is only a small handful of things, and they all... Okay, so I drink Coke Zero now, but Pepsi sucks, guys. Like, it just does. Pepsi's always sucked.
I like Pepsi.
I like Diet Pepsi better than Diet Coke. Diet Coke's disgusting.
Exactly. Same.
But Coke Zero is better than Pepsi Zero.
I drink Coke Zero now. Diet Coke is horrible.
Diet
Coke
Coke's
is
disgusting.
better. Yes.
Diet Coke is vile. I give you that. But in anything but Diet Pepsi, Coke all the way.
Dr. Pepper, though.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what beaver butt ice cream is, but no, I don't. Häagen-Dazs! Pepsi's disgusting.
Now I want ice cream.
So I eat Cheerios. I eat regular plain Cheerios.
That makes so much sense, and I am so disappointed.
Guys, seriously, like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I am not an adventurous eater. I have never been an adventurous eater. I don't understand people who are adventurous eaters. Like, I don't. So
I get bored sometimes, and
Okay,
I'm like, let's push myself a little bit. Let's
20
go
years ago, Brian, it was regular Coke and Marlboro Lights until they got too expensive. Then it was L&M Lights. Christina likes tea. I drink almost no tea, and I'm a Southerner, which is, though, Christina, you are also Southerner and don't drink tea.
Yeah,
You
sweet
drink
tea
like,
is
you
overrated.
drink like regular tea. You don't drink sweet tea, really.
I mean, I don't have a problem with sweet tea, but I don't love it the way that some people are like obsessed with it here.
Y'all look at Kate here.
People,
Kate. Diet
People
Coke
make-
only? That's just vile. Like, will they even give you a medical license?
I feel like some people, I've been exposed to some really sweet tea before, and I'm not that much of a fan.
Me either.
I did know that.
I drink only milk tea.
See? Look, John knows. You can't argue with a beard like that.
Like plain Cheerios? Though?
See? Look. Oh, snap. Look at this blowback.
I like the Honey Nut Cheerios.
People rising up. Yeah, exactly, Evie. Got it. Boom. Evie knows.
Yes, Sal.
I did say sweet tea is overrated. I did not say
I don't like
all
sweet
tea
at
is
all.
overrated.
I don't really drink tea. Whenever Finn's here, whenever Finn's here, Finn and Christina always wind down the evening with tea, like regular tea, but not like.
Okay, what sweet tea? That means sugar in it, right? Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
drink-
specifically is
No,
like
it's not the same thing.
Southern
tea with sugar in
type.
it. It's not the same thing as sweet tea. It's not.
Then what sweet tea?
Sweet tea is tea. iced
black
tea,
Ah,
but it is sweetened. And it is not unsweetened tea with sugar added. They're not the same.
okay. Then I
Now,
drink.
I do like unsweetened iced tea, which is like a heresy. But when I do the Iliad, that's what my whiskey bottle's filled with, is unsweet iced tea. And so I just guzzle it.
Yeah, see Evie's and Kate's comments about how much sugar is usually in Southern sweet iced
Yeah,
tea.
like tons of sugar. Look at all, Christina, you have no allies here with the OG Cheerios comment.
That's fine. Other people can enjoy them.
Yeah, it was you were making fun of me.
I did not know that.
What?
That's very interesting that they're gluten free.
Why? Are you allergic to gluten, Pete?
Not that I know of, but I have
That's why
relatives
you
that
aren't,
are.
you hippie. You have what?
I have relatives that are.
Hippie relatives.
Look, my grandmother was a teacher for many years and had a wonderful
Teacher where?
Italian
On the
husband.
commune? On the commune, what did she teach? Hemp weaving?
No, she taught at a Catholic school.
Oh, good for her. Did she
Well,
hit
you-
people in the wrists with
What else were you saying?
a
though?
ruler?
You had more. He cut you off.
I was saying that she had a lovely Italian husband that was great at cooking food and would feed us animal crackers and marshmallows for breakfast.
That's awesome. Yeah, honey nut. Evie likes the honey nut.
Yes, Sal. The only tea worth drinking is with milk and sugar, and maybe you can add ginger. That's it.
But it's hot tea, right?
Yes, it's hot.
Yeah. Who puts milk and iced tea?
Starbucks,
oh my gosh.
sort of.
Okay, let me explain. No, I don't know if I've said this. I've said this at school hundreds of times. All right. I go to Starbucks, and this is all I say is I would like a large latte. What are the words? What is the sentence they follow with?
All right, you would like a venti latte?
No, whatever, venti. That's another problem. They say, "Do you want that hot?" And I'm like,
Or iced.
what? I asked for a latte. They are by definition hot. Like they come
However.
hot. That's why there's a thing called an iced latte. If I wanted an iced latte, don't you think I would have included iced? No, I asked for a latte. Lattes are hot because it's freaking boiling milk put into the coffee. So by definition, I guess not by definition because it just means, milk or whatever. But, they come hot. Hot is the default. I will let you know if I want it different. Don't make me say another sentence. Like, don't make me do it. Just give me a latte. Just give me a latte. So
2 points. One, Starbucks
points.
is another land. It is another language. It
What
is a
is?
complete Starbucks. It's its own country with its own dialect. And two,
do you know who Starbucks baristas are?
stupid.
They are the equivalent of hippies and beatniks. They're the millennial version of hippies and beatniks.
You will not be surprised that I was actually a shift supervisor at Starbucks during college.
Literally no surprise at all. This is my surprise face.
Look,
Literally
I had to
not.
get free coffee during college, and working at Starbucks is the best way to do it.
Sure, if you're a beatnik or a hippie. You don't have
I was an
nearly enough,
accountant.
you do not have enough face piercings or I don't know, overtly. I don't know. You do not.
Do you want to know what
you
my
don't have a man bun? First of all, you don't have a
do you know
man
what my
bun.
thing was?
What?
I would always wear collared shirts and a top hat.
At Starbucks?
Yeah,
That is not true,
Can we see
it is. It's very true.
Pete.
I worked at Starbucks for like 3 years, and I wore a top hat the entire time.
Pete. No, you didn't.
I did.
Beat by your.
Did you just put him in backstage?
Bye, Pete. It was nice knowing you. I'll see you when I go to Starbucks in US.
That cannot be true.
I want to see a picture.
Pete did. It does, Sam. Pete did not wear a top hat for 3 years while working. He did not. And look, Kate, latte. No, latte has one definition, and it's hot.
That is in only in US. We just took a latte the other yesterday with Sal. They don't ask that question in Canada.
That's because people in Canada know.
Yep.
Why would anyone assume that a latte was always iced?
Because they've only ever ordered it iced, and they assume that their default is the only default.
But that's not what a latte is. That's why it's called an
That's
iced
fine.
latte.
They don't know. They're
Why are they stupid?
Because they are.
Also, and I know this has been said before by many internet, I don't know, by many rage people. There should be a line for coffee. If you just want freaking coffee, that line. If you need something that's going to take 10 minutes, why do I got to wait behind you? How about that one?
All of
do.
my top hats, multiple, are in a box.
People like to pretend that my students are my customers, and they are all dumb.
Ooh.
But you have worked at a job where you have customers. Many jobs. where you have
That's true.
customers.
I have worked at fast food. I have worked at a wine store,
A movie theater.
a movie theater. Movie theater was fun though, but they're not super smart. So
Again.
when I worked at the wine store, that is when I learned that a $30 bottle of wine tastes the same as a $300 bottle of wine. There is not a $270 difference in taste between those two things. So just letting y'all know. And yeah, working at the video game store, they're the worst. Oh my gosh, because you're trapped. Like you're trapped with the people that hang out at the video game stores. You can't get away from them. Like, because you work there. I love this, Bard. I love this comment. Bard says, I just finished Rage of Dragons. I bought it in like 2019 when it was super hyped. It's like somebody carefully handcrafted the ultimate 3-star book, an artisanal 3-star book. Will. Oh my gosh. Christina, I'm sorry. I'm hogging. Would you like to weigh in on Pete having a top hat?
I just want to see a picture.
I
Find
will
one,
attempt
Pete. We need to see
find a
it.
picture. It is unlikely, but
I would play Falkio. Sal. Yeah, I drink. Yeah, seriously. Okay, guys, we had one guy. His name was Joel. And if Joel, if you're watching this, what I'm saying is true. Joel had one shirt, and it was a Donkey Kong shirt, and it was off-white, and it always had barbecue stains on it. Like always had barbecue stains on it. And Joel would come in all the time, and he would always talk to us. And this is when we would sell. We also sold used DVDs, and so he would rifle through the DVDs. And the DVDs, these were all like these movies that would come on like Cinemax, like late at night, like or HBO, like late at night. So they were always like, had like nudity in it and stuff. And that's the DVDs he would buy. And we're just like, okay, Joel, I guess we're gonna ring this up. But he would act like he would act like John Lovitz from the Liar sketch, because he'd always go, "That's the ticket," and we're like, "What?" And so there was a PlayStation 2 game called The Guy Game.
oh,
And all it was answering trivia questions. And if you answered them right, it would just show Spring Break girls flashing you. And so that's what the game was. And so he's over there looking at the game section, and he goes, "They should make The Guy Game 2 where they bear all. That's the ticket." And we're just like, Joel, who are you talking to? Like this is the things that This is the things that he would do. There is a one more story that is worse that I cannot tell live on screen. So just it was in the vein of what I just said, but worse.
Like, you guys get the
No,
idea.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if you don't know what Leisure Suit Larry is, so Leisure Suit Larry was like an adventure game. Sorry, I interrupted. I apologize. Go ahead.
No.
Leisure Suit Larry was like an adventure game, but it was like an R-rated adventure game. Like Leisure Suit Larry would like get into all sorts of sexcapades, right? So there was a game called Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude. And so if you just look up the phrase magna cum laude and look how it's spelled, and then that can give you a hint on where he was going with that. He's like, do you guys have Leisurely Suit Larry? And I'm not gonna say the rest. But yeah. So there you go. It was yeah, and that's the kind of people that used to hang around the store, guys, like all the time. So yeah, now that I've depressed everybody, yes, Christina, what were you gonna say?
I don't even know. It was something along the lines of we can project and get the picture, but it's okay. You told us anyway.
He came in like clockwork, like every other day. He came in like clockwork. He came in all the time. How was the book, honey?
Oh, I got halfway through chapter 21 of Prophet of Adan. And
tell them they should all buy the audiobook.
Well, yes, the audiobook is very good. And I'm listening to the unedited version. Like it hasn't even been like fully mastered yet. It's just raw audio from Alan's recording. But it sounds really good. And it's just funny.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
It's right. Funny though, like remembering when you read a book, you usually don't know the author, right? So reading a book where we know the author and where it's in my husband's voice, and then there's like really gory scenes sometimes. So I was just in the middle of a battle scene and was like, Philip came up with this and my husband voiced it.
Christina is so sweet. It is not her kind of book, but she's still listening to it for you.
Yeah.
There's parts of it I really, really enjoy. I've laughed out loud.
That's right. Do you know who hasn't even listened to the first one? Guess who hasn't listened to the first one? Yes, it's Anitha. Yes, it's Anitha. She does not support my audiobook career. Not supportive, unsupportive. You know what? There we go. That's better. Now I've just supportive people here. Just supportive people here.
I've moved up the totem pole.
That's right, Pete. You're number 2 now.
Exactly.
Your place on the screen will reflect that.
So I'm looking forward to listening to it. I hope. Do you know if if Philip is putting it anywhere else besides Audible?
Okay, so you know what you can do is you can ask him for or actually I can loan you my free copy and then you don't have to give Audible any money.
What if I'll just Venmo Philip $20.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, seriously. In fact, I bet if you did that, he would literally just send you a copy. So that you don't have to support. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think he'll get
that comment almost made me put Anitha back, but
also,
where's Sal coming? Hold on.
She asks, "What book am I reading willingly?"
Christina, tell her that is not true.
No, I do enjoy it.
She was so mad I didn't have the second one finished by the time she done the first one.
Yes, this is true. I was hounding him. Like, I gotta find out what happens. Like, you need to keep going. And then I've since then tried to stay significantly behind so I don't get to that point again. where I'm like, dude, hurry up.
You
I'm not. He doesn't want me to read the.
So what we are learning today is Alan finished the audiobook only because of Christina's encouragement and motivation.
so you actually don't have to wait very long for the third one, really, because I should be done with the
We're
third
on
one.
a deadline.
Yeah, I should be done with the third one before the baby is born. So hopefully it will be sent to hopefully nice. Hopefully it will be sent to the editing prior to the baby being born. So you will not have to wait a freaking year for the third one.
But Sal, I am also reading Jingo.
Yeah.
All right. So I always
Actually, answer the
I always come back and I talk too long on these. Like I'm supposed to read. Can I do
Christina,
another-
funny story is really good. You got that now. You can read that.
If you read them, you can tell me if they're good or if I'll hate them. Are they spicy?
Yes, little bit. Yes, there is a scene or two.
Does it talk about wangs and where to put them?
I mean, there is a scene or two. That's all I can talk to you about.
I might have to skip a couple things. There was a part. I will say there was a part of this audiobook. I had my earbuds in.
wish.
I had to pull them out, and it was so graphic. Part of Prophet of Adan, and I was like, "Ugh!" And then I would like put it back in to be like, "Are we done? Nope." Put it back in. How close are we?
Wait, is this a dig at me, Belle? Not Belle. You're not Belle. You're Brian. My best friend at school is named Belle. What? I'm an individual
is a
person.
little-
Are you digging at
I
me?
think it is a little bit.
Look, I have a full-time job and a newborn. I guess a toddler now.
Yeah. He's,
Oh, not a dig. Okay, got it. Gotcha. He's just saying that they're doing them so that the burden is not on a single person anymore. Look, Philip, like Prophet of Adan was so much harder than Way of Adan because there's so many more characters. So it's just much harder. So apparently Emily Henry does have a book called Wangs and Where to Put Them.
oh gosh.
I agree with what Ember is saying. It's not like other romance books. Yes, there is a scene or two, but it's also about characters and character development.
I gotcha. Oh, thank goodness they don't describe like. All right, that's good.
Yeah,
Sure.
no description of anything,
Not
no
me.
graphic.
I don't.
Oh,
need-
very cool.
I like the fade to black where it's just implied. They're like, you get the idea. It makes me feel like a peeping Tom. Like I'm not part of this. I don't need to know
Oh,
what's
cool,
going
Bart.
on.
Which one specifically? Oh yeah. Just let me know if you do read the Emily Henry. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do another sprint. It's almost 10.
Yeah.
Sadness.
Well, I mean, we can just talk instead. Guys, listen. I'm tired of not having content for my video. What?
Sorry, just the comments about nothing's throbbing in any in books. Then
Good.
good.
So
what were you saying? I'm sorry.
the dragon, I am satisfied with, but the dragon sounds good in headphones. I played it on my speakers and I didn't like it as much, but in headphones, I thought it sounded really cool. Oh, I'll listen to it then. If Jonathan Keeble's narrating Wangs and Where to Put Them, I'm going to listen to it. But I'm hoping I asked the editor. I don't know if he saw it, but I'm asking the editor if he could put some reverb, just a little bit of like reverb behind the dragon. Yes. So actually, yes, I have to hit up Mike, Murphy, and Yolanda and see when would work for them. Because now that I'm not working, I do have time, and I'm not spending every waking moment on an audiobook. I have time to write Jeopardy questions. Okay, I did not do this. This is not the dragon. Oh, cookie dragon. That's not what the dragon is.
Are you like Smog from Hobbit movies?
I haven't seen your sucky Hobbit movies. Ow. What?
You haven't seen the Hobbit movie?
I've seen the cartoon of the Hobbit where he would look like a cat. Terrible.
Great cartoon. What are you talking about?
It is a great cartoon. Smaug looks ridiculous. Why does he look like a cat? Like, why is it a dragon with a cat face?
Because it had to be that way to inspire Aragon. It was
Smaug.
No, his dragon voice I think is really good.
Smaug.
I haven't actually gotten to that chapter. I just heard his sample. He was
I'd
like,
preview
"Look
it
at
here
it."
if I was on a headset. I'd preview it, but I'm not going to because I don't like the way it sounds on a headset.
Somebody said you have an impressive. I didn't.
I saw it. I highlighted it. I said thank you, Zen.
okay.
Zen was very nice.
It's true though.
True. Can confirm as the resident fan that has listened.
Yeah,
to
as my resident friend. on
Don't
stream.
show off feet.
My favorite voice that he does is Norn's voice. Like I legit forget that it's Alan
He's
talking.
obsessed with Norn.
With his voice. Like you do a really good job with it.
Thanks.
And I don't like it's like
What's up, Shad?
I forget that it's you. You know? A lot of them I forget that it's you.
That's
'Cause
cool.
You're just
the
so-
villain chapter.
Look, I love villain chapters. I get
Feel
the
like
dragon
you.
does sound like Michael Caine. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Master Bruce. That's what the dragon is.
have you
Voices that are rejected are oh shucks! Oh Bledla! No, I don't want to be a wizard.
or do you drink?
What my messed up Orvindel voice?
Yeah.
Welcome. I am Count Dracula. I am here, Day Raven, to help you. And then I also have Bledla. Day Raven, you will not be the prophet of Idan. That is me. I am the chief priest of the way.
No, those are the rejected voices that were just fun to mess around with.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. There is I filmed a vid for the patrons of me repeatedly saying the same line about goats farts or whatever, like trying to I just could not get this line right. I kept blowing out the speaker.
Yeah.
Beyond word. Yeah, exactly. Shady Pines, Ma. I would love to be in the Muppet movie.
But if you're the one human, we wouldn't be able to tell who the human was anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Alan is very Muppet-like.
I am Muppet-like. Am I a Muppet? Or am I a man? Am I a man?
You
If
should
I'm a
have.
Muppet, then I'm a very manly Muppet. Very manly Muppet. What?
You and that song, very manly Muppet. You are a very manly Muppet, honey.
Thanks, honey.
Can confirm.
So yeah, so theoretically, tell your friends, spread the word on menus nationwide. I actually theoretically am open for business after I finish a Dan.
Well, Philip has dibs on one more book though. Right?
Yeah, but it's a short one. It's shorter than even Way, like the fourth one. Again, the fourth one is a Dan. That's what I'm working on after that is his fourth
You
book.
know,
But
You
after
know, if you finish Wistful Ascending, I can tell Joe. You can.
oh,
if
that
you
book
like-
that book that you sent me.
Yeah. There is an audiobook for book 1, but not after
Okay,
that.
so look, that Lion King video, we did the best we could. I tried to sound like every single person. Everything the light touches, which is just my
I forgot to text your mom.
which is just my Bledla voice. So, David, you got to get to the chopper, get to the dragon. But yeah, theoretically, so I don't know. Like, I'm hoping to when I get momentum, like I can actually get stuff done. I obviously cannot get things done if it's not in the summer as quickly as, you know, people for whom this is their full-time gig, because I do have to work on it piecemeal. I can't do a chapter a day, which is what I'm going to try to do for return. I can't do a chapter a day during the school year. I can knock out a chapter a day on the weekends. You know, most weekends, but good night, Evie.
Good night, TV.
Good night.
But yeah, I'm hoping to continue doing it. The real problem is like they're expensive. Like they're expensive to do because, you know, I would voice Falkio like I would just be British and be Falkio. He sounds I just like the audio guy Joe, like I like him, but he sounds much more like Brasty to me in my head than does Falkio. Anyway,
Guess
but yeah,
she's-
yeah. So it's just, you know, like it's so much work, guys. Like doing an audio, like if you want to do it, I guess I don't know. Maybe I care. Maybe I care about stuff that other people don't.
Exactly. I listen
Um,
to many audiobooks. Your audiobooks are almost perfect. I mean, whatever I listen to first 2 chapters, many audiobooks they just read actually. It's not performance, no voice change. So
Okay, so what's the answer to this, Pete? and
KJ
or-
Parker.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah,
I was
of
like, I know,
course,
I know.
of course. I would love to narrate the folding knife.
you know, forget
so-
folding knife, get on scavengers so that I can listen to it when it
I
comes
know,
to
right? Yeah, exactly. So, like when I did for Bledla, like Philip asked specifically for a type of voice for Bledla, and I was like, well, that's good because like I've been practicing that voice since I was small, so I'll be all right there. But a lot of times, in fact, every other time he does not. So all the other voices are I just have to pick them. And the thing is, so I plan larger roles before I go. So that's what I had the meeting with Philip about today. I'm like, are there any main characters that I do not already know? Because I have to find a sustainable voice. If they're going to talk a lot, I have to find a sustainable voice. And Christina will tell you every now and then I will get it wrong. And I will pick a voice for someone who I didn't realize had that many lines. And guys, there's a king in book 2 that I am not going to lie. I recorded all of his dialogue. I went back, re-recorded all of his dialogue, went back, re-recorded all of his dialogue a third time because I did not like what I had done. Like I could not. First of all, I changed the voice from the first one to the second one. Then I realized that I had changed the voice. I didn't mean to change it. I didn't mean to do what I did. And so I went and fixed it. And it just took my big babies, we make our dreams come true. Bop-a-dee-dee-bop. My big babies will do the same for you. When your room looks kind of weird and you wish that you weren't there, just close your eyes and make believe, and you can be anywhere. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, baby, babe. And so I spent like 3 hours like in the closet just like trying to get this guy. And Christina knows I was having a panic like an anxiety attack. So I'm like, I have to get the stupid guy's voice. And so it was women's voice. I don't know. I try to not have them be caricature-ish. Like I try to not have it be like, oh my gosh, what are you Raven? What? No. What? Oh God. Oh gosh. Oh no. You guys want some cookies? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I've considered this. It's just a matter of time because it's this time-consuming process. So I read book 1 before I narrated it. I did not read book 2 because it was long and I needed to get started. And I'm not going to do it with book 3 either. So
because of the time crunch.
yeah. So basically, I'm reading it as I go because I mean it's freaking it's 650 pages. So I'm just doing it as I go. I will every now and then I'll read a chapter or I will skim. Like the last 4 chapters of Prophet I read or I before I recorded it. Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%, Bard. I agree. Completely agree. What is that? What does that mean? What's the Kramer School? Hey, thanks. No, but thank you for reminding me the Zane voice exists. I'm going to. So part of the oh my gosh, you win all the points, Christina. You remember when Matt's here and we go, yeah, I got some cookies and I showed you what it was from. Remember we showed you the stupid. You remember it was when Matt was here. He was here. Hey, look. Good for you. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe someone got my obscure Corky Romano reference. You guys want some cookies? Oh my gosh. There are just some voices I can't do. I can't do French Knight from Monty Python, right? Because it doesn't fit the world. And while I do have some American voices, I can't really slip into a lot of the American accents because they just don't fit the world. Like Guthere in book 1 is slightly Southern, but he's like a farmer, which I guess is fine. But there's just too many. No, I don't think you can do that. I have no idea.
I mean, if they're in the public domain.
But I mean, you can narrate them, but I don't think you can sell them actually because they're available.
Well, normally with copyright, you don't basically you can't use that work if it's copyrighted.
Yeah. Well,
because you'd have to pay the people to do it.
In the public domain, you have to have brought something to it unique of your own in order to be able to sell it.
Sure, but let's pump our brakes and quit acting like I've got all this time to do all this extra stuff.
Look, let's hear you narrate Dracula.
Christina, I'm not quitting my job so we can lose our house while having a second baby.
Yet.
Anyway, so the Zane voice is one that is feasible. Philip just doesn't have a whole lot of characters that it can fit. Anyway, thanks. I'm glad you guys are asking questions. This is fun to talk about. It's just a lot of work. Yeah, it's just a lot of work. And then, I try to edit out my main mouth noises, and that's what the editor's for. You should and that's the thing. It's I pay for the editor. So it's all this time, and then I pay an editor to proofread it, and then I got record pickups, and then sound master, and then to remove as many of the mouth noises as is possible. Because man, with allergies, I hear them all the time. I just hear a lot. And so. No, I don't. They don't invite me anymore. I don't think they like me anymore. It makes me sad because I love them. But anyway, so yeah, it is a lot of fun, and I have learned a lot. I learned even the first one was an absolute learning curve, learning how to use the equipment and everything, and then learning the second one, I just had to learn even more. There's just so much. And if the voices aren't there are 4 voices that are, well, there are a bunch of voices that I have locked now. I locked, I can go back and forth. Norn and Orvindale, I can bounce back and forth in their dialogue without stopping, which is awesome. But ordinarily, if someone's talking, I have to stop and then start a new take when the next person talks because I can't get my brain to switch over
that quickly.
Yeah. So it just takes a long time.
Well, and also because time is passing in the book, there's one character, he ended up kind of aging up a little bit. Or
Raven. We talked about that again today with Philip about not having him. Because I mean, in book 1, he sounds a lot like this. And
Yeah.
and he sounds a lot like this for the first part. And there's still some of this. He's still a young guy, but it goes more from like this to more. It's more like this, like Bledlaw. Hey, I don't want to be like the. I'm not gonna do that, and so it's. No, I've never forgotten to press record, but I have forgotten to turn my mic on. But
Really?
yeah, but like
forgot
only
that.
for like a 20-second thing, because the thing is I'm bound to mess up. And when I mess up, I go to look, because every time I mess up, I try to fix the problems in that take or whatever, as far as I got. And there's literally nothing. It's just a flat line. There's no sound. And I'm like, oh, well, I forgot that. Now, excuse me, Mr. Stoner. I need to add that voice. There is one guy. There's a really like sycophantic noble in this book that I really like. It's because it's just a fun voice to do. It's like, oh, Your Majesty, Rimdale is of course at your service, and that's just a fun like. I love toady characters. Toady characters are my favorite because you can just do so much with like obsequious characters. So sorry, I did not see it, Sal.
It might be the comment right above.
I don't want to read those.
She also said, "Don't hold your breath for."
Golly gee, I saw an elf, and he's always like, Ebba, shut up, Dayraven. Like, shut up, Ebba.
That's another reason why his voice needed to change, because in the character development, he gets
that's true.
He gets to a place where he kind of
Hey,
like.
Mr. Stoner. Anyway, you guys are being very nice. I appreciate your kind words. I do veterinary when I'm reading. So Vimes, because in Where's My Cow, Lady Sybil comes up and says, "Is everything all right? I heard the noise, dear." And then Vimes says, "Just reading him his book, dear." Right? Is that what it says? Yeah, just reading him his book, dear. And then Kara, I don't have a voice for, but then the patrician is, "Don't let me detain you." It's very I picture him as very Alan Rickman from Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Have you listened to Gart's latest audiobook?
I haven't, but
It
I
is
have.
a full cast. Actually, they are good, but you listen to it and let me know.
The Evan in the rear view, bro. Move on. I love it. I love it. Good night, Sam. They Charles Dance as the patrician in the Going Postal movie is brilliant. It's inspired even. I love Charles Dance as the patrician.
That'd be a good movie night to do.
It would be. I've got two other things we're gonna watch first on Discord though. But I do need to add Going Postal and Hogfather. Hogfather's great also.
Just not
anyway
to watch.
I
TV
didn't mean to do an audiobook stream, but I guess that works.
It's on our minds because I was just listening.
Oh,
to
that's true.
You recently finished the second book. Sal, I would potentially read a Romantasy. I did really enjoy what were those two I just read? Letter to the Luminous Deep and A Letter from the Lonesome Shore. Really enjoyed those, and they were described as a romantasy, although I think they said a cozy romantasy. I wouldn't have described it that way, I don't think, but
just playing into the zeitgeist.
I would give it a try. But of deeds most valiant.
Oh. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out if I know what that's in reference to.
Time to Google.
Oh, okay. No, this is not where I've seen him. I thought it was the movie where what movie is it? Charles Dance is he's like naked in it. It's like a movie about like an academic something. I forgot what it was. I've seen it. Anyway.
Is everybody Googling?
Yes.
I have not. Seen it.
I am googling off Deeds Most Valiant. What Sal recommended.
But yeah, so I have enjoyed what I've learned doing this, and when I get in a role, like I actually really enjoy it. But sometimes there are just voices that are just really hard to do sustained dialogue. So I've got a couple new characters in book 3 that I have to figure out voices for before I start. Oh yeah, letters for sure. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get that done. And then Sam's gone. So that was a long way to answer his question. So theoretically, yeah, I am open to other
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I'm gonna try to start spreading the word of Alan
Yeah.
far and
I
wide.
mean, the problem is, I mean, there's stuff that I won't narrate. Like,
Mhm.
like there's just stuff like I'm not going to narrate your full on wangs and where to put them. Like, I'm just not. Like, I'm not going to do it.
No one wants you to read that to them, honey.
Yes. Nobody is.
Are you sure?
We
let me-
don't want
go
to
grab
listen.
me Akamath. I'll read the paint scene to y'all.
We don't want to listen to it. Already, K Fox or somebody told me that they are struggling with listening
Dang.
to Alan's voice during particular scenes.
In what?
I don't know. She told
They're
me I
doing
did
the
not
one
reach
book.
that part
Oh,
yet.
in Adan?
Mm.
Oh,
Is it violent scenes?
I think so.
it has to be because there's no
really nothing else.
there's no wangs and where to put it in that
objectionable.
one. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple things I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
And
we
thinking
don't
about
want.
Philip, like
I
Philip
will
and
be.
his tweet, like Philip, you wrote this?
Yeah.
This came from your brain?
I will be voicing Leisurely Suit Larry, magna cum laude.
And then you know, I have
No.
to change certain things. Yeah.
Yeah. There's certain like I have to. I don't know. Philip drops some colorful language sometimes, and those fans of the channel know that I am not prone to colorful language.
Well, you are
in a
prone to
different way.
By the
Just-
way,
Oh,
Sal,
that's true.
You're
Sal
like
told
more
me
colorful.
this book has colorful language, and I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's some f bombs up there.
There's things that just aren't in his regular vocabulary.
Yeah,
Basic curse words are not in his regular vocabulary.
not usually.
Every now and then one pops out.
Yeah, yeah.
But not a routine thing.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I say douchebag a lot, which is really the worst thing I say.
Which I don't love.
I know, but we have an agreement. I'm going to say douchebag.
Okay, but do you want our son to say douchebag?
I mean, I don't. So
We should probably at least start
Christina,
practicing choosing more carefully when we say it.
yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, same, Bard. Like I'll overlook a chapter and I'll be like, or it did go off in book 2, FR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of colorful language or violence or something else.
Yeah, color. There's
Both.
some more colorful language.
Both.
Yeah.
I think the violence is what went off a little bit in book 2.
Sometimes I'll read a passage or something will happen, or someone like some voice will happen, or a sentence will be too long, and I'll just like there's reels of me being like, "Come on, Philip!" Like there's so many reels, just of me going, or stupid sentence, stuff like that.
But I mean, I think that
Did
He
really
did
say
say that.
Did he really say that?
No. He did not like Wall of Storms, though.
Yeah.
I did know that.
but
I'm so sad.
That's true.
Philip is a very good author. It's just surprising to when you know someone to think about them actually writing.
His latest Sunday video, David, he said he did not like and he may not continue. That's all.
There's like a very specific narrative choice, a narrative style that
Yeah, he told me about it today.
Okay.
He is in his NWO cycle. That's right.
What is NWO cycle?
For life, Anitha. NWO for life.
Sal wanted to know what my most colorful word was.
What? I'll tell you what Christina's most colorful word was. Y'all hang on. Okay, y'all settle in because y'all are going to call me a liar when I tell this story. It was our first Christmas married, right?
Yeah.
Christmas of 2019.
We don't tell this story before.
I'm sure we have, and no one believed me then either. So I'm going to tell the truth right now. Christmas of 2019, I'm suffering from depression, like, right, whatever. And all Christina wanted to do was look at Christmas lights for Christmas Eve at some point. And I don't know. We told it to Jimmy and Kelsey. And I don't know. Go ahead.
So I have to play a Christmas Eve service at church, and we had been invited to his folks' place for Christmas Eve, like dinner afterwards. And I thought we were going. But I think.
Okay, so people have heard. Okay.
I think that we were figuring out as newlyweds that basically like Alan needed to be able to set some boundaries with his side of the family and be able to RSVP kind of on his own terms, or
I don't like
kind of figuring that out.
I don't like being committed on my behalf to have to go to my freaking family's house for this stuff.
How surprising.
I thought we were planning on going, but we had not necessarily like RSVP'd to them because we were leaving the door open.
Yeah.
For Alan to not feel like stuck in.
Oh, maybe I told this on the Asperger's stream.
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah. I think I did. Yes. So anyway, so it just ended up being an argument. We don't have knockdown, drag out fights really. We do argue, and this was before we really learned how to argue. Like we're way better about it now.
Okay.
But anyway, Christina, she stormed out. Like she.
Hang on, whoa, back up. He tells me we're not going. You're leaving out so many details. He tells me we're not going to his parents' house, so I'm very disappointed.
I said, I know. I said you can go. I know. I said you can go.
But it was so early on, I did not feel comfortable going by myself.
Okay.
Which at this point, I've gone to family stuff by myself, both sides of the family. But anyway, I was trying to stuff everything because he was having a very hard time, and my strategy for like supporting him in that was to stuff all my emotions, except I can't stuff them. So he was very well aware that I was like, And so he went off to go do his own thing. Like we weren't even spending time together. He was doing something. I don't know if it was for school.
No, it wasn't BookTube yet. You're right.
I don't know if it was for school or BookTube or what. Like
it wasn't.
Started
I didn't start
yet,
BookTube.
so I don't know what it was. But I was attempting to stuff and was in a separate room. He came and found me and told me that my like presence in the house.
Her rancid vibes was giving me anxiety.
He was like, basically, I don't remember the words that you used, but it was one sentence. He said one sentence that like something along the lines of like me filling the whole house with my negativity.
No, it's like I was just she was emanating oppressiveness. Like the whole house is oppressive.
So I said, and this is not a direct quote, you can
I got it. No, she left. She got up, walked past me, grabbed her crap, went to the garage, slammed the door, was going to get in her car. I said, Christina, I chased her outside, being like, Christina, where are you going? Oh, and the whole thing is all she wanted to do for Christmas was to drive around and look at Christmas lights. That's all she wanted to do. And this was before, we had really, again, we're newlyweds, and we're all adjusting, but we hadn't done that yet. So she gets in the car. She's going to get in the car. She's like, I'm going to look at effing Christmas lights. Except she didn't say effing. She's flat out dropped an F-bomb on me.
I screamed it
in the
driveway.
I'm going to look at effing Christmas lights. And I'm just like,
we lived in a little cul-de-sac. So like, I'm sure all of the neighbors heard. Yeah. And then I literally got in the car and started backing up.
I was not rage baiting her. I wasn't. I was trying to get her to talk to me so that we could work it out. Because we realized long ago that I feel better about what's wrong with me by talking about it until I am done talking about it.
Yeah.
Christina is not that way, and her family's not that way. And we had not yet reached the the understanding that we have now, where we both don't get what we want.
Where we both don't get what we want.
Thanks, David, for the $1.99 spot. Anyway, and so so I was trying to talk to her, and she didn't want to talk, and so I wasn't rage baiting her. I was just literally going in there to be like, hey, like we need to talk about this.
But we have since learned a number of things. One, I have specific expectations for holidays. So I have to think about what they are and communicate them ahead of time because he can't read my mind. And apparently they're very important to me.
David, you missed Jimmy tried that the other night. It does not work. It does not work. Jimmy could have saved you $2.
Pay for
But yeah,
Xfinity.
Christina said, I don't think we're looking at effing Christmas lights.
So now, anytime it's Christmas and we're talking about going and looking, it's like, hey, do you want to go look at effing?
I'm like, hey, Chris, except we
say effing
Yeah.
the now. In the moment, that's
I should just drop the F bomb
No.
complete this year in front of both of our boys. Be like, hey, boys, we're going. Your mother loves to look at
Mom
beep
and Dad-
Christmas lights.
So I like to tell when I tell the story, I'm like, I had a most.
I didn't know you were talking about for a second, Jimmy, because Chun-Li is from Street Fighter. He's,
Are you talking about Chum?
yes, talking about Chun-Li. He's talking about
Isn't
Chun-Li.
it one word?
Yeah, it's Chumley. Yeah, Chumlee. Yeah, Chumley. So it was the Walker Human Business Card. It was like, hey boys, do you want to? I'm gonna get one of the kids. Go ask your mom if we can go look at it. And he's gonna come. Mom, can we come look at me?
You're not.
I won't. Anyway,
So that was a very unladylike.
I did now, but for a second I thought it was
for
Chumley.
me.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa.
Very unladylike moment. So we've learned many things.
Except for the fact that YouTube says you can.
David, YouTube's chat game is about nothing but integrity. You can't buy a crown.
We have no idea though where the XP points come from.
No idea what it is.
No idea.
They come from chatting, and the FAQ specifically says you can chat more, you can get more XP by buying super chats.
That did not work though.
I know, it's so broke.
That's their business. People will spend money, but they won't get crown.
You guys are ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Fun stuff.
So I Las Vegas entrepreneur.
Did y'all go and watch the Epstein Conan clip after we talked about it last time? It is so funny. It is so funny. Oh
Can you
my
link
gosh.
it in the chat?
And look, the XP is the friends we made with the effing Christmas lights. You're right, Mark. You're right. Anyway, it's 10:15. I literally could have run in a sprint. the one that works at Gold and Silver Pawn in Las Vegas. Anyway,
I will say, I do want to say this. As newlyweds, we did have a lot at the time, and we still have plenty to learn about communication and about compromise and all this stuff. And I don't, we did learn a lot, but it wasn't all on our own. There's some stuff we figured out on our own, but we also we
went to counseling
We went
very
to
early,
counseling.
very early. Not because we're like, oh, we need counseling and we're going to divorce. We just went to
for
counseling
his
early.
mental health.
Yeah.
Because we realized that he was not himself.
Yeah.
And so we started going to counseling, and as part of that process, learned also about communicating better and our separate needs. Like, I have to have time to process things. He talks. That's how he processes things.
Yeah.
I process internally. So like figuring all that
basically,
stuff
I
out.
went through a really depressive episode, and then once I started
gosh,
getting
yes.
better, Christina decided that she was going to have her own.
Okay, yeah. His was long though. It took a long time.
Mine was long.
It was like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then
The
by the time he was getting better,
Christina
then
had
I was like,
she had about a 6-month depressive episode where it was pretty. It was.
that was probably the roughest time in our marriage.
I agree.
Because my depression was focused, like,
She was mad at me. Like she was depressed
yes,
at
it came
me.
out like as anger at him.
Yeah.
That was not. It was not accurate. I mean, it
Yeah,
wasn't
we should save this for the Asperger stream because it's actually a really good story to talk about.
Sure.
Write
it down.
Yeah.
That was actually good. You took action immediately and went to counseling.
Yeah. I mean, it just got to where it was like, like she was upset. I was doing a lot with work and she was upset that I didn't want to hang out with her at all, but also like,
I was no fun to hang out with.
like at all. Like it was, and it's just like, so you want me to stay here and have you just be mad at me instead of doing stuff for my job? Like, is that okay? Anyway, counseling really helped us through
Oh,
that
yeah.
for sure.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
yes. So, honey, do not write down X Tina. That's
Y'all-
not my name.
Call Christina X Tina. She loves it. It's her
No.
favorite nickname. Call her X Tina. X Tina. That's not true. Oh my gosh.
But anyway, I highly recommend counseling for humans, just like period,
Oh, yeah.
because because there's a lot of things you can't be equipped to handle ahead of time, like a freaking pandemic. Don't do that, Jimmy. That's not my name. I'm not responding to that. Or
Sal, Jimmy.
No.
Minus
Max in my name.
-5 Christina points to Sal and Jimmy.
Yes, it can be Stina. No, do not do that. Oh my gosh.
Alan.
Hey, will calling her X Tina get me XP? X Pina? We're calling you X Pina now. She's laughing, David. You can't see it. She's laughing now. All right. Christina, I'll take it off. Come on.
Change it and I'll come back.
I'm changing it. Oh my
I'll wait
gosh.
till you're done.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Look what you made me do.
All right. So we're gonna go.
Alan now.
Yeah, we're gonna go because it's late. But thank you guys for joining us. Oh, what I was saying is, yeah, I'm putting content on my channel. These sprints are about to get re-released. Like I'm literally gonna start. I said this before, and I just need to do it. And Ethan, Pete, badger me.
We'll do.
So that people don't have to. Like I'm going to take all the sections between the sprints, like the first part where we talked about jazz. It's going to be called Alan Hates Beatniks and Christina Hates Jazz. And I'm just going to release that part as a video because, I mean, is this really a book channel? It's really an Alan Christina channel, right? Like it's an Alan and Christina lifestyle channel. So, but then also I need to get back on reviews and stuff. Yeah, the ice cream debacle too. Yeah, that one will be called Anitha Knows Nothing About Indian History or Friendship. That's what that.
You have one ready. 3 Little Pigs. Evie already cut and posted.
What?
3 Little Pigs one.
Oh yeah, 3 Little Pigs. Anitha, yeah. And I have to. The thing is in the description. I'm gonna have to be put. Hey, for people who aren't familiar with this channel, I am not bullying Anitha. It is not some white dude bullying this poor Indian woman. Like that is not what this is. Like so. If that's what you're gonna comment on, take it elsewhere. Because that's what some people are going to be like. Ugh.
Just have Anitha comment on the video and pin the comment.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not saying this under duress. I am saying this of my own free will.
My name is Anita. This is approved by me.
It's not like that. I should make them all on the TikToks.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Why don't we have TikToks? We should have a TikTok, Christina.
No, ew.
No, don't.
I don't even know how to use it, and I don't want to know how to use it. So
Good.
Anyway, so
That face.
it's been fun. Thank you guys for joining. This is again, I didn't get much reading done, but it's just so much fun. Like, I don't know, like everyone's like, I've got the best community on BookTube. We just have to really love being part of the community. Okay, when do you talk to them? Ever? Like, what are you talking about? This is what I enjoy. I don't think that's true. Yep, that's me. You might be wondering how I got here.
I'm wondering too.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So, but yeah, because some people are gonna be like, "Hey, bullying. Why does he bully everybody?" Okay, Jimmy. Remember, there was a time, Jimmy. Think back. There was a time when my channel was larger than yours. Like it was a long time ago, but there was a time. There was a time where I did my part for the smaller channels. I've been planning it. I need to get like a copy of his like jacket and like one of the shirts he wears. And I was going to release like my version of one of his lecture videos.
Can we
And I'm-
find you a Raffo shirt?
I mean, it doesn't really need to be that. I really just need a jacket, or I will do it. No, Jimmy reads fantasy. He just reads like really, like.
Or people books.
First of all, he's reading Guards currently. Yes, I'll sign books during a TikTok. And guys, like,
No.
I understand why he does it, but there is something so off-putting with him just standing there with his marker, and there's like 3 people moving the books away from him, like they're putting the book. He's not even doing anything. He's just like an auto pen doing that, just like having his conversation, and like it's so off-putting to watch his little minions moving the books away from him. And I realize that that's the only practical way to do it. I do realize that it's still super off-putting for me, because I'm like, why? Like, imagine that's your job. I'm a book placer for Brandon Sanderson. I move books into his arm length.
I think
So
they
he can
probably
sign
do
it.
more than just that.
No,
That's true.
that's it.
They do.
Alan and Christina, you both go and watch Jimmy's, what was last month, May in a Nutshell, and last 45 minutes. Patreon pick. First Patreon pick. I don't want to spoil you. I mean, it was good one actually. He should have stopped there, but he continued, and then now he's suffering. You should watch that. It was hilarious. Very funny.
Well-
Okay. Last 45 minutes of
All right.
May in a nutshell.
All right.
I love how Jimmy does all these puns on his last name. It's so fun.
I was going to
That's
say
true.
that
Might take it at a big time.
for your Brandon Sanderson impression, you should sign CDs.
A Patreon pick ruined your mother. What book was it? Tell me what book it was.
It was multiple patron picks. First one, it wasn't a book, so though it's a good one, he continued because it wasn't a book, and then second pick failed and he continued. Third
What was
one,
the second?
This is a spoiler. You gotta go
it
watch
is
it.
spoilery. You want me to
Sure.
ruin it the moment?
Killing me.
The suspense is worth it.
Jimmy already mentioned it. What is the final pick? But
Oh, Wandering In?
yeah, that was final pick, and then he stopped.
Why did it ruin his month? Did he not like it? Jimmy, did you hate Wandering In?
He did
He's
not
in the middle of reading it right now.
started, maybe barely started it, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go find it and watch it then. All right. I've been trying to get off this stream for forever.
You can't. You're not allowed.
Long Southern goodbye. Jimmy says it's literally the longest book ever. Please stop making that face.
Man, I like to freeze so people think my computer's frozen.
I'm here though, and I'm not.
Yeah,
frozen,
we
so
can see
Sarah-
Christina more.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. Never mind. All right.
Oh,
Jimmy, are you hung up on Wandering In? Is that your favorite thing now? Anyway, all right. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye, everyone.